Every day, you work as hard as you can, yet for some reason, the money never seems to stay in your hands. Anxiety about the future builds up, and as you compare your life to the flashy lifestyles of those around you, a dark cloud settles over your heart. Have you ever felt this way? We often view financial hardship as mere bad luck, a lack of talent, or even a form of karmic retribution, believing that our current suffering is a punishment for some past wrongdoing. You might find yourself lying awake at night, stung by the thought that your difficult life is simply a reflection of your worth as a human being. However, the Buddhist teaching of cause and effect is never meant to judge you or drive you to despair. Rather, it is a map of hope. It allows you to clearly see the causes that have shaped your current situation, and shows you how to untangle those knots to steer your future toward the light. Today, we will explore the wisdom Buddhism offers for the pain of persistent poverty, and look at specific insights that can lead your heart and your reality toward true abundance. Long ago, in a small village in ancient India, there lived a young man named Ananda. Though he worked until he was covered in mud every day, his life never got any easier. He spent his days tilling other people's fields for a pittance. Ananda bore the heavy responsibility of caring for his sickly mother. But no matter how much he sweated, he could barely afford the next day's meal. Every time he saw the village merchants driving their fine carriages in splendid clothes, a shadow fell over his soul. I live so honestly, why is the world so unfair? He wondered. Did I commit some terrible crime in a past life? And am I now trapped in its curse? These doubts began to erode his spirit. The smile vanished from his face, and his words grew sharp. Even while working, the thought that effort is futile never left his mind. He grew resentful and bitter toward everyone around him, constantly venting his frustrations. One day, beneath the shade of a Bodhi tree at the village entrance, sat a sage with eyes full of deep compassion. Drawn by his serene presence, Ananda approached him to complain of his misfortunes. "Great sage, what have I done to deserve this? I work my fingers to the bone, yet I cannot escape poverty. My heart is withered. Is this my retribution? Is this an inescapable fate?" The sage gently took Ananda's mud-stained hands in his own and spoke in a calm, soothing voice. "Ananda, the reason you are suffering now may not be a punishment from the past, but rather the seeds of the mind you are clutching at this very moment." In Buddhism, cause and effect is not just about past penalties. It is the law that your current state of mind shapes your future. You lament that you have nothing, but in truth, you already possess a magnificent fortune, your compassionate heart, and your spirit of giving. For one who is poor to become wealthy, they must first begin by offering the abundance within themselves to the world. Ananda was stunned. How could he give anything when he barely had enough bread for tomorrow? The sage smiled and continued. Giving is not just about money or physical things. To offer a kind word, to show a smile, to step aside for someone else. All of these are seeds that will bring a rich harvest to your life. You are so preoccupied with your poverty that you have forgotten to plant the seeds of abundance within yourself. That night, Ananda sat alone in his dark room, turning the sage's words over in his mind. The next morning, he headed to the fields as usual. But he decided to shift his awareness just a little. When he passed a neighbor on the path, someone he would usually ignore, he mustered his best smile and said, "Good morning." The neighbor looked surprised but immediately returned a bright smile. In that instant, a warm light, unlike anything he had felt before, flickered in Ananda's chest. As the days passed, Ananda's practice grew deeper. Even when he was exhausted from work, if a fellow laborer was thirsty, he would share a little water from his own flask. Instead of grumbling to his mother, he began to express gratitude for the fact that they had made it through another day safely. Curiously, as the dark shadow of "I am a victim" faded from his heart, the reactions of those around him began to change. The villagers started to treat him with more warmth and friendliness. One day, a prominent merchant looking for a reliable worker heard of Ananda's sincere work ethic and bright personality. He offered Ananda a significant management position. Ananda realized then that what had bound him to poverty was not his external circumstances, but the cage of lack his own mind had created. Through his own actions, he had rewoven the threads of cause and effect, experiencing firsthand how inner peace draws outward prosperity. When we struggle in modern society, wondering why we alone remain poor, the reasons are often a complex mix of psychological and structural factors. Living in a competitive world where value is constantly measured by numbers and achievements robs our hearts of any margin. Opening social media reveals a flood of people who seem more successful than us, fueling a powerful sense of attachment and anxiety. The feeling that "I don't have enough" or "I must have more." Buddhism calls this state craving or thirst. Just as drinking salt water only makes you thirstier, the more you try to satisfy external conditions, the deeper the inner sense of lack becomes. This mental premise of "not enough" is actually the greatest obstacle, preventing us from receiving abundance. When the mind is dominated by lack, our actions unconsciously become selfish. Our vision narrows, and we miss opportunities. Furthermore, misunderstanding karma, or cause and effect as a tool for self-blame only prolongs the suffering. In Buddhism, the cause is the direct trigger, the conditions are the surrounding environment, and the effect is the result. The effect of poverty is not just a lack of effort or past mistakes. It arises from a vast web of conditions, like social structures and environment. However, the only variable we can truly control is our own mindset and action in the here and now. Instead of stagnating in self-blame, we must start planting seeds of abundance this very moment. The essence of the teaching of cause and effect is not a fatalistic destiny, but a proactive teaching that you can overwrite your future through your own will. To resolve the financial struggles you face now, you must first break free from the illusion that "I have nothing" and awaken to the fundamental richness of life itself. So, how can we specifically apply this teaching to our busy modern lives? The first step is to cultivate self-compassion. Stop belittling yourself because of a lack of money. Start by acknowledging and thanking yourself for surviving until today. If your heart is filled with self-negation, no new energy can enter. First, take a deep breath and quietly accept that your very existence has value. This is the work of tilling the soil of your inner abundance. Next, try incorporating the practice of giving into your daily life. We often think giving requires large donations, but Buddhism teaches the 7 gifts without wealth. 7 types of offerings you can make even without a penny. For example, there is the gift of a kind gaze, looking at others with warmth. The gift of a peaceful face, approaching others with a gentle smile, and the gift of kind words, speaking from the heart. By consciously practicing these, the atmosphere around you will begin to change dramatically. Sincerely congratulating a colleague on their success or offering a polite thank you to a store clerk are also profound acts of giving. These actions might seem unrelated to financial wealth at first glance. However, by consistently broadcasting positive energy, you build a circle of trust and harmony. As a result, conditions align so that new business opportunities, networks of people who help in times of need, or unexpected strokes of luck are more likely to come your way. Furthermore, it is vital to share your skills and knowledge unhesitatingly with others. Let go of the fear that teaching this will put my position at risk. By acting for the benefit of the whole, you become indispensable to your community. Wealth is like water, it is meant to flow. If you try to dam it up, because you only think of receiving, the water becomes stagnant and eventually dries up. But if you place yourself in a cycle where abundance flows through you to others, a fresh and rich stream will always be poured back into your life. Specifically, try to choose one small act of merit each day. It could be picking up litter or listening intently to someone's story. This accumulation imprints a powerful self-image on your subconscious. I am a wealthy person capable of giving. This is the power that changes reality. Do not forget to replace your attachment to money with a feeling of gratitude. When you pay for something, instead of mourning the loss of money, send it off with thanks for the service or product you received, and for the labor of the many people who supported it. By reframing money not as something taken away, but as a means of exchanging gratitude, negative emotions toward finances disappear, opening the door to a healthier and more prosperous economic state. The good seeds you sow may not sprout immediately. However, the law of cause and effect works with absolute precision. Without rushing or giving up, as you accumulate small virtues daily, you will find that the landscape of your life has transformed into something vibrant and rich before you even realized it. We tend to judge the success or failure of a life based on visible numbers, or the amount of possessions we own. However, true wealth lies in the feeling that the heart is at peace, that we are warmly connected to others, and that we are fulfilled in this very moment. No matter how dire your current situation may be, the Buddha nature within you, your infinite potential never vanishes. Poverty is not your essence, it is merely a temporary phenomenon. Do not fear cause and effect as a punishment from the past, but make it your ally as the law for creating the future. A small smile you give to someone today, or a kind word of encouragement to yourself, will grow into a great tree that supports you years from now. You are not alone. As a part of the grand cycle of this universe, you are always supported and protected. Believe in yourself and continue to sow the best seeds you can right now. They say that the deeper the darkness, the closer the dawn. The light emitted by your heart will illuminate your surroundings and, eventually, will clearly light the path beneath your feet. Let us walk this journey toward abundance, one step at a time, treasuring every moment. I truly hope that today marks the beginning of a new abundance in your life. If this story resonated with you and provided some insights or learning, I'd be delighted if you could press the like button. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, I'll be able to continue sharing various life wisdom and lessons with you. Please share your experiences and thoughts in the comments section as well. Each person's experience becomes valuable learning for other viewers. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end today. I look forward to meeting you all again in the next video.